everybody. Welcome to Muddy River Mornings. I'm Ashley Conrad.
And I'm Brittany Boll.
And we got lots to talk about today, sister.
Always on our Friday mornings, it's National Disobedience Day.
So it's our day. I'm not going to pin. I think it's more your day than mine.
Stop. I follow from leadership here.
Yeah, right.
But it's National Disobedience Day, and it's also on the eve of the 4th of July. That's kind of perfect. The men and women who helped found this country were, by definition, disobedient. They questioned authority, thought for themselves, and decided they weren't going to keep living under the rule of the Kingdom of Great Britain. Tomorrow, we celebrate the courage it took to challenge the status quo and declare that a different path was possible. So today isn't about breaking laws or causing trouble. It's a reminder that sometimes progress starts with asking the questions, why are we doing things this way? And it's without question that we start our mornings off at Krazy Cakes Cafe. Today they sent me with patriotic pancakes. So you can enjoy some red, white, and blue on these delightful cakes of pans, American pancakes. And Krazy Cakes is more than just cake. It's a full-flavored cafe. They are open Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and on Saturdays from 8 to 2. I do believe they are closed tomorrow. I'm not for sure on that one.
I mean, they should be.
There are a couple of places in town that are open, and we will be highlighting those later.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are an American, what's more American than, obviously, beautiful jewelry? If you are celebrating America's 250th, like we are, go buy yourself or someone you love some jewelry from our friends at Utery Jewelers. They have something for everyone, every style, every occasion, including America's birthday. Brittany, lots of stuff to talk about. You want to kick us off?
I sure will.
Let's do it.
The Quincy Board and Fire and Police Commissioners have selected Robert T. Finney II to serve as interim police chief when Chief Adam Yates retires on July 20th. Almost immediately after the announcement, social media users began sharing reports from the 2009 involving the fatal police shooting of 15-year-old Kewan Carrington in Champaign, where Finney was serving as police chief at the time. Muddy River News spoke with Carrington's aunt, Rhonda Williams, who continues to hold Finney responsible because he led the department during that time. Our reporting also notes an important fact. According to the investigation and news reports from 2009, Finney was not the officer who fired the fatal shot. He was the chief of police at the time and was investigated in connection with the incident and was ultimately cleared of wrongdoings by investigators.
Also in Quincy City Council news, Eastern Sports Management made its formal pitch to aldermen as the city moves forward with plans for a new sports complex. The council unanimously approved a consulting contract worth $5,000 a month plus travel expenses, with the cost being covered by the city's food and bev tax. ESM CEO John Wack told Muddy River News that he believes Quincy is large enough to support a sports complex regardless of where it's built. When asked whether its proximity to the existing Macomb Sports Complex would be an issue, Wack said he doesn't believe it will be. He emphasized that one of the project's primary goals is to provide a high-quality facility for local athletes and families while improving quality of life in our community. Michelle McCormack has all the details, and you can find her full City Council breakdown on Muddy River News.
Tower on Main is working with state and federal officials to address a hawk that has nested high atop the WCU building in downtown Quincy. The hawk has at times shown aggressive behavior toward people below and building maintenance workers. Building owner Lynn Wewell told Muddy River News the goal is to safely prevent future nesting. Once the hawks have fully dispersed, Tower on Main plans to obtain any necessary permits before installing protective netting along all 10 stories of the building's fire escape to help prevent future nesting. You can read the full story on Muddy River News.
In an update on the disappearance of Lindsay Watts from Edina, Missouri, a nearby neighbor told Muddy River News they heard what they described as a hostile argument between a man and a woman around 11:30 p.m. the night Watts went missing. The neighbor said the argument lasted about 5 minutes before the man drove away. The witness was able to describe the vehicle in detail and later told Muddy River News that the vehicle shown to them matched what they saw that night. Knox County Sheriff Carl Nockey acknowledged that there was a reported disturbance that evening, but would not confirm any details about the vehicle involved. As the investigation continues, the community remains divided. Some neighbors believe the case should receive less public attention to protect Watts' daughter, while others feel it hasn't received enough attention. You can follow the latest developments on Muddy River News.
And finally, one of the week's most talked about stories, a proposal to install an American flag outside Christ Lutheran Church in Quincy has sparked a larger conversation about faith, patriotism, and what the flag represents today. A church member believes the proposal was rejected because some leaders associated the flag with Christian nationalism. Church leadership says that decision was instead about directing resources towards other priorities and chose not to discuss the matter further. Michelle McCormack takes a deeper look at both sides of the debate and explores how a simple flag became the center of a much larger conversation. It's a thoughtful story, and we encourage you to read the full article on Muddy River News.
That does it for our top stories rundown. Now we're hearing a word from our sponsor. As always, Muddy River Mornings is driven by Hess Auto Agency.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
In the tri-state area, local businesses aren't just a place to shop. They are engraved into our community. Muddy River Engraving knows, lives, and models this business mentality.
Look how cute!
From getting gear for your team,
Those turned out nice, thank you.
to a custom gift for friends or family, Muddy River Engraving will take your idea or story and bring it to life with his products. From 1 to 1,000 items, Muddy River Engraving can handle any project for you. Muddy River Engraving, engraved into your community.
And welcome back. Now we hear from Ronna Robertson from the Homeward Bound Wagon, and we're talking the second chance stories and the dog days of summer. Check it out. Welcome, everyone. I'm here with Ronna Robertson from the Homeward Bound Wagon. She's the director there, and we have little Nugget joining us. Welcome, Ronna.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So glad to be here. I've been wanting to meet with you for such a long time. You guys have been the subject of our Shelter Spotlight. It's a segment that we do here at Muddy River to highlight the animals at Homeward Bound. And those animals are always looking for their second chance stories. So we're here to talk about those.
Yep. So I have here with me today Nugget. Nugget was picked up as a stray running at large.
Oh, wow.
And unfortunately, even though her owners were found, they didn't want her back. But we don't understand why. She is like the perfect dog.
She really is.
She just emulates joy and happiness.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. We've estimated her to be at 8 years of age, but this girl's showing no signs of slowing down.
Yeah.
She will hop up on the couch and be a couch potato, as you can see right now. But she is up for an adventure. She's got a backpack. She loves to go for rides. She loves to go outdoors. She's a wonderful travel companion. I've actually taken her to work with me in the real job. And she does wonderful. She's phenomenal at the office. She's phenomenal in the car. She's just a great all-around adventure girl.
That's awesome. And then, but we do want to mention that Nugget is looking for her forever home and is looking for a home that would be a one-dog home, right?
True. And Nugget does need to be the only dog. Her real primary issue is she just doesn't want to share.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you're 8, you may have had a little bit of a rough life, you're entitled to not have to share, right?
Well, technically, in dog years, she would be an old lady, but like you said, she's not feeling that way.
No, she is not feeling it. So, so she just needs to be in a home herself so she can have the toys to herself, she can have all the food to herself. and all the attention and love to herself.
Tell me a little bit about Homeward Bound Wagon's mission statement to help dogs like Nugget.
So Homeward Bound Wagon was founded in 2013. We're an all-volunteer group. So we all have, for the most part, full-time jobs, and then volunteer and help the animals on the side. We're all about giving companion animals a second chance at life. If it weren't for Homeward Bound Wagon, these dogs and cats that are in our care most likely would have been euthanized. So we're all about second chances. We take in a lot of sometimes more difficult dogs that need rehabilitation, that need training, whatever the reason may be, or medical issues. So sometimes the dogs we have are in our care a lot longer than a normal shelter just because of the need to either get them healthy or to work with them on rehabilitation issues.
And are most of the volunteers foster parents as well?
It's a mix.
Yeah.
I will say this, just about everyone that volunteers eventually ends up adopting.
Yeah.
There's a little competition to see who can adopt the most.
I think the competition would be who could adopt the least, because how can you say no seeing these faces every day?
Exactly.
So the Homeward Bound Wagon is funded by donations and certain fundraiser that's coming up here, right?
That is correct. We're 100% donation. We don't receive any type of state funding. We don't receive any grants. So all of our financial support comes out as a result of donations. So coming up next Saturday, July 11th, is our big annual fundraiser. It's called the Dog Days of Summer. It's held inside the Quincy Town Center at the mall.
Inside some air conditioning.
It's inside the mall. It's just a fun-filled day. It's the only day of the year that the mall goes to the dogs.
Yeah.
So you bring your dog in as long as it's dog friendly.
Yeah.
No retractable leashes, please. We need to keep them on 6-foot or 4-foot leashes.
Okay. Real leashes.
Yeah. But in the morning, we do the ever popular dog races. So we have the Dachshund Derby. We have puppy rookie races for dogs less than 1 year. We have a small breed, mixed breed race. And then we have what we call the senior sprints for dogs 9 and up.
Oh, this is awesome.
It's a lot of fun. And again, you know, some people are like, oh, my dog won't win. My dog isn't. It's not about the winning. It's about coming out, having fun, enjoying time with your dog, spending time with your dog, doing fun things with your dog. Yes, we want to raise money because that's what supports the overall mission. But we want people to spend time with their pets and have fun with their pets.
So what time is the Dog Days of Summer taking place on?
So it starts at 10 a.m. That's when we start registration.
Okay.
First race is at 10:30. There will also be a Jeep show going on. So Tri-State Jeep Junkies is setting up out in the parking lot in front of the mall. They'll be doing a Jeep show. There'll be 5 awards presented. The people that come can help vote on the awards of which Jeep receives which award.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, between the races in the afternoon, we have a peanut butter licking contest, which is really fun to watch.
Is it for the dogs or the humans?
Well, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
The humans have to hold a spoon filled with peanut butter in their mouth. They can't touch it with their hands. Their dog has to lick all the peanut butter off.
That's some intimate.
It is. It's pretty fun to watch, and it gets kind of competitive. And then in the afternoon, we do the Best in Rescue competition. So we have 8 different categories that your dog can compete in. And the winners of the 8 categories then compete to be named Best Rescue in Quincy. So categories are things like Best Wiggle Butt, Best Smile, Best Ears, Best Underbite. This year, we're going with a bit of a patriotic theme, so it's going to be the Best Patriotic Duo.
Oh. So you get to dress your dog up.
You get to dress your dog up in a patriotic theme. That's right.
Well, it sounds like an amazing, fun day. And again, you said that is going from 10 until
to 3:30 on Saturday.
Awesome. So make your plans for that now and help support the Homeward Bound Wagon. Any other upcoming events or anything that you'd like to mention?
We can always use volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteer, reach out, contact us. We'll see about setting up a time to meet and talk about what we do. That's a never-ending request. And we do service days with groups. So if there's churches or civic groups that want to do service days, let us know on that. But for now, just spread the word, share the word, and
How about directly donating? If anybody wants to open their pocketbook after seeing Nugget and realizing that you guys are all, based on donations and funds,
Right.
this is how the Homeward Bound is happening. How would one donate to them?
so we have a PayPal account, which is homerboundwagon@gmail.com.
Awesome.
Checks can be mailed to our address at 1800 North 24th Street, or contact us, and we can always meet with you. We also do take donations of food, litter, peanut butter. We go through a lot of peanut butter in the shelter. So if you have items like that as well, laundry, bleach, laundry detergent, we use a lot of that in the shelter.
So there's lots of ways that you can help the Homeward Bound. Sorry. I'm just looking at her eyes and it's just too much.
I know.
Lots of ways for you to help the Homeward Bound wagon out, even if you can't adopt or bring in dogs like Nugget into your home.
Yep.
So thanks for being here, Anna.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thanks for being here, Nugget.
If you're 55 or older and ready for quality, independent living, Good Samaritan Home of Quincy is your first choice. We're constructing new duplexes and single-unit cottages ready for you. Prepay your lease now and customize your future cottage. Say goodbye to the hassles of yard work, snow removal, and home maintenance, and say hello to stress-free, independent living. There is limited availability, so call Good Samaritan Home today at 223-8717 or see for yourself at gshq.org.
On this month's Muddy River Gem, brought to you by Dot Foods, have you heard of Carnegie organs? Well, you're about to. Join us.
That has been a pure joy, and also to remind people of the treasure that they have. What happens? People hear that difference of sound, and they have a connection to something so immediate.
That's coming up on the next Muddy River Gem, brought to you by Dot Foods.
And welcome back. As always, lots of good videos, lots of great podcasts. Brittany, let's chat about them, huh?
On Minutes with the Mayor, brought to you by Mercantile Bank, Bob Goff sits down with Mayor Linda Moore and Quincy Fire and Police Commission Chair Kurt Kelty to discuss the appointment of Robert T. Finney as the city's interim police chief. Mayor Moore also provides an update on the city's sports commission and explains why Eastern Sports Management was selected to help guide the planning process for a future sports complex.
On this week's Coffee Talk, brought to you by Electric Fountain Brewing, we recap the Good Portions public debut at Spring Street Bar and have some fun breaking down the Freedom Fest rules. Yes, the cooler and gun complaints did make the list. We also share a few laughs along the way. As always, we wrap things up with Good News Brews, highlighting our local veterans, and We Melt Bait and Tackle for giving back to the community. Don't miss it.
On Muddy River News this week, Tim Woodward, market president for Prairie State Bank and Trust, joins Bob Goff to talk about how he is the new sponsor for News This Week. They are the newest bank in town. We get to hear all about them. Tim shares what Prairie State Bank and Trust has to offer, why community banking matters, and the importance of supporting local business.
Out and About this week takes the crew to the liquor booth, where Rick Redkey shares everything you need for your 4th of July weekend. We talk about the Rick House Bourbon Club, the Wine Club in partnership with Verve Imports, and all the special sales and new flavors for your holiday celebration. And listen up, even if you aren't a drinker, this segment is packed with great ideas for hosting, entertaining, and making sure your party is ready for this holiday weekend.
Later today on Club Muddy, sponsored by the Liquor Booth, the Muddy Buddies dive into the symbolism debate surrounding the American flag and how the conversation has hit close to home with a local church here in Quincy. We also discuss the flag flying atop the Empire State Building and what that looks like for us today. Then we shift gears as Ronnie Quinn joins us to talk all things Freedom Fest, what to expect this weekend, and a sweet new endeavor that she's excited to share.
And don't miss our Monday Muddy TV drop, brought to you by Dot Foods. Randy and Mark McDonald for Muddy River Gems take us on a tour to view some Carnegie pipe organs. And you may know that Andrew Carnegie donated hundreds of libraries throughout our nation, but maybe a little less known fact is that he also donated pipe organs, and a few of those are left, and some of them are even local. So don't miss this episode of Muddy River Gems. It's going to be a good one, and you may just learn something.
And now it's time for sports, brought to you by Neiman's.
Happy 4th of July weekend, Muddy Buddies. Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman here. It is a quiet time in the sports world. This has been the dead week for IHSA sports. No contact, no practices, no camps, no anything. So we will see teams and athletes kick things back up after the 4th of July weekend. So we'll be able to get out and get some stories for you that way. We do have some all-star game activities coming up. Next week is the Missouri versus Illinois softball game being held at John Wood Community College. And then we've got the Missouri versus Illinois All-Star baseball game coming up. I believe July 14th is the date. I'll have to double check that. But that's over at Veterans Park, over our Veterans Sports Complex in Hannibal. So we got those two things on the horizon. The Quincy Tennis Association City Doubles Tournament is on the horizon as well. Our Going Fishing series is off and running. We've gone to Wakanda State Park. You can find that on our website right now. Next week, you will see a trip to Weinberg King State Park in Schuyler County here in Illinois. So we got a whole bunch still to come. Have really enjoyed getting out and talking to people as they're out there fishing, camping, spending time outdoors. So we're going to give you a little more outdoors coverage as the summer moves on. And a fun Shuck on a Truck coming up with Chad Struck, Quincy High School assistant boys and girls soccer coach, who is also the grandson of Frank Longo, who was very instrumental in bringing in with the World Cup when it came to the U.S. in 1994. With the World Cup going on right now and the USA having advanced in the knockout round, Chad and I break down what that means to him and his family and the legacy of soccer among the Longo clan. Obviously, his dad, his uncles have all coached and been a major part of Quincy soccer history. So fun conversation with Chad. A lot to look forward to. Just enjoy your holiday weekend. Be safe. Enjoy a barbecue. Watch the heat. It's going to be hot out there. Make sure you don't lose any digits because of fireworks. Be safe. But most of all, celebrate the 250th celebration of the United States of America. Go USA. And you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next week. Make sure you check out MuddyRiverSports.com for all your sports updates.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
And it is typical July weather. It is boiling out there. Let's hear how it's going to be this weekend. Here is How's the Weather Up There, brought to you by our friends at Farming Help.
All right, well, Brent, I got a story to tell you today because I went to New York 2 or 3 years ago and I was looking at the Statue of Liberty. Mm-hmm. And it was around July 4th weekend. We're looking at it, it's awe-inspiring, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was looking at it, and the guy came up to me and was like, hey, do you know why the Statue of Liberty stands? And I was like, well, it probably stands for, liberty people can come across, back in the 1920s. And he's like, oh, it stands because it can't sit. It's a statue.
Yeah, weak.
Hi, I'm hot dogologist Nathaniel Jones. This is meteorologist Brent Clare.
It's too hot for jokes like that.
So how's the weather up here with your July 4th patriotic forecast? 250 years of America.
250 years is crazy.
Are we going to be happy with Saturday and the fireworks show? Are we going to be sad, wet, sweating?
Well, we're going to be sweating no matter what. So as we've been, not acclimated to this weather slowly enough, and then poof, here comes high dew points, high humidity, and high temperatures all at once. But I think as we go through the day on Saturday, it'll be warm. Maybe some pop-ups here and there as we're getting a little more instability in the mix. Ooh, big words today. And then a small or a not a small front, I don't know how to call it, a weak
front?
A weak front will push through Saturday evening and the Sunday, possibly bringing us some showers and thunderstorms. And then hopefully that will be after most of the fireworks. So I think we'll get off. I think we'll get all the fireworks off with no hitch, and then Mother Nature will throw her own fireworks in the place. So.
They'll say after the grand finale, time for you to go home.
Yeah.
Bring us out.
Yeah, exactly. That, the big finale, and then all of a sudden the lightning bolt comes down, boom, kind of like the Trump rally a couple years ago. So.
But you're thinking most of the fireworks will be able to squeeze in.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be a good day on Saturday. Again, still warm. We'll still be in that 90, 92 range, and humidity still up there. So definitely, if you're going to be outside on Saturday or Friday, or tomorrow too. So it's unofficial or observed.
Well, observed July 4th. You get the Friday off. You get the Fridays nice office like me, then we get off on Friday. It's nice to have.
Yeah, farmer never gets a day off. So, but anyway, but yeah, tomorrow and Saturday both. And I think most people have been doing a pretty good job of it, listening to the scanner traffic. Not too many pass outs, but tomorrow is obviously more people having fun and doing their things. Just be careful what you do and what you. Not importantly, how much you drink, what you drink. So and if you know, you know. So, but tomorrow and then tomorrow night's pretty good. Speaking of nights, we were joking before we start here. Last night decided to mow some, and I just kept on mowing and mowing. It's really not that bad outside at night. That breeze.
Once the sun goes down.
Once the sun goes down and that breeze kind of stays there, if it's not too stagnant, it was actually a nice night outside like last night. I just kept on wanting to go. So.
So you're one that would prefer to mow at 8 o'clock at night rather than 5 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But see, I had the luxury of living on the compound where, I have a half-mile buffer that I can make as much noise as I want no matter what time of day it is. So, but yeah, I'm definitely, obviously I'm not a morning person, I mow at night. And there's a reason for that. It's because the dew hasn't set at night.
True.
In the morning you have heavy dew, so it just blows out and just has that chunks, and then it smells. I hate that smell of, anyway. But anyway, I'm particular about my mower.
Okay.
So,
and another common question we've been talking about on social media is thermostats.
Oh my gosh.
So what is yours set out right now during the heat of the summer?
Well, I've been bouncing around a lot this week, playing with it. I think I'm back to 74.
74, that's on the high side.
Yeah.
Because most are within 71 or 72. There's some cooler, like our house is at 69, 70. But there's others who say 78 is the place to go right now.
Right.
Could you deal with 78?
Growing up, I did 78, and again, all I need is a little cooler than it was outside. And if it's conditioned, a little less humidity inside, a little cooler, put a fan on, it's not that bad. And my house is kind of a weird climate or what do you call it, zones, because the living room, for some reason, is a lot hotter than the rest of the house. And then the kitchen is very cold. Don't ask me why. And then the thermostat is in the room with the big picture window in it, so it always gets a little heat there. It says it may not be necessarily as cool as it
where
should
the sensor is.
Where the sensor is. So you can go through the house and go from, wow, it's a little warm in here, to, man, I need to put some socks on. So again, and then of course if you go into the basement, it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are nice to have.
Those are nice to have, but anyway, so I would say that I could do 78 and for power savings, and that's another thing. If you noticed, if you were on rural electric, I don't know about the Quincy, Amherst, but we do what's called load control. And basically what that means is that during the hottest part of the day, we'll turn your compressors off, not your fans, or your air conditioners. If you got central heat or central air, we'll turn them off and let them cycle for like 15 minutes, just to see if we can just pull a little bit of that demand down a little bit. And then your water heaters as well. You usually don't need water heater in the middle of the day, so we'll shut those off. And so just a couple of things we do on the electric world to kind of help kind of cut the demand down, because they were actually talking about a little bit of rationing, not rationing, but just load control throughout in the entire region, not just this little spot over the world, because it was pretty warm this last 2 days. But then again, it wasn't that warm. It's just we weren't used to the warm.
And you're saying after Sunday, a little bit of a decrease, right?
A little bit of decrease. It's like there's a little front that comes through, maybe highs in the 80s, but you still look at the overnight lows, still low 70s, which means that moisture still hasn't got out of the air. And pretty soon we'll be getting into corn sweat.
Yep.
So, that's the funny thing this year is like we've had a lot of rain early on. These crops are looking okay. There's a lot of weak spots though because of where the water has sat.
Mm-hmm.
You notice if it's not this perfect flat, canopy, it's this. It's because some places got too much water and it just sat there, and then and some of the soils were better, adapted to it. So, but yeah, we'll get to eventually where the corn will start sweating because it gets too warm, and
then it's super humid. The dome, right? The heat dome around Iowa, Missouri.
Right.
Yeah.
So this all comes back to the reason why this is going on. We call this, we have a high pressure system. It's pretty much located to our southeast, and we are in this, dome, but we also have the ring of fire that is on the up side. And if you look really, some of the smoke plume maps I have, we got a few fires in Colorado and such. So you see it get curled around up north, as the high pressure rotates clockwise, but it wraps all the way around.
Yep.
And then it finally gets into us. That's why it's been a little hazier than usual, a little bit of smoke in the air. Not much, but just a little. And that's because it wraps all the way around. Incredible thing. But eventually that high is going to shift a little bit to the southeast. We get a little, maybe northwest low wind, maybe a little cooler air, but still got a lot of humidity working with here just because we got a lot of rain that we're still trying to evaporate off and soak into the ground. So it's a crazy summer. But again, I told people, be careful about saying no to rain because when that spigot shuts off, this weekend is not guaranteed, but it could happen. So anyway. But yeah, a lot of fun things going on, and of course, as we get further into the month, we're going to start worrying about derechos and straight line winds.
Yep.
And that will start eventually moving into our area. So we're just going to have to watch out. A lot of things are working through the July. It's just July.
July already, halfway through.
I mean, it's going to be fair season, then it's going to be school, and then might as well get out of Christmas tree.
Not yet.
Welcome to the promenade.
Whoa, baby, baby, sweet, sweet baby. Baby, baby. Whoa, baby, baby, sweet, sweet baby. 'Cause I like it like that. 'Cause I like it like that. Like it like that, like it like that. Whoa, baby, baby, sweet, sweet. Whoa, baby, baby, sweet, sweet. Whoa, baby, baby, sweet, sweet baby. Baby.
Welcome back. Busy July calendar. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, we've got you covered. Ashley will start us off.
If you're still making 4th of July plans, Quincy Freedom Fest kicks off tonight and continues tomorrow at Clat Adams Park. Gates open at 3 p.m. both days with food trucks, local vendors, family activities, plenty of beverages, including water, available throughout the event. You may need that. On Saturday night, stick around for the grand fireworks display, followed by a performance from Big Green Tractor, a Jason Aldean tribute band. One reminder from organizers, please leave your coolers and your guns at home. Personal coolers are not permitted and firearms are prohibited in city parks regardless of whether you have a concealed carry license or not. A huge thank you goes out to the many local volunteers and sponsors who make this annual community celebration possible.
Start your Saturday morning at the District's Farmers Market in Washington Park. Browse fresh, locally grown produce, homemade baked goods, and a variety of craft and artisan vendors. Support local, eat fresh, and enjoy one of Quincy's favorite Saturday morning traditions, brought to you by the District.
And while there are no Quincy Doggy Paddlers home games this holiday weekend, be sure to mark your calendars for Saturday, July 11th. The Doggy Paddlers return to QU Stadium to take on the Cape Catfish. And the evening will wrap up with a spectacular drone light show presented by Open Sky Entertainment. It's a great opportunity to experience one of the area's newest summer traditions. Grab your tickets and cheer on the Doggy Paddlers. Then on Sunday, July 12th, don't miss the annual Guns vs. Hoses charity softball game, where our local police officers and firefighters face off for a great cause. Proceeds from ticket sales and concessions benefit the participating departments, making it a fun afternoon of friendly competition while supporting the men and women who serve our community so well.
And while you're making your summer plans, don't forget to grab your tickets for the Gym City Concert Series. Saving Abel takes the stage on July 24th, followed by Blues Traveler on July 25th, bringing 2 big nights of live music to Quincy. And in honor of America's 250th birthday, the Gym City Concert Series has announced special ticket savings. Visit the Gym City Concert Series website to take advantage of the discounts and grab your tickets before they're gone. And be sure to tune in to the Daily Muddy next week when Scott Edlin joins us to talk about this year's concert, the special ticket savings, and everything you can expect from 2 great nights of live music.
I hear we got VIP tickets, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. But you can get your tickets right now for a very awesome savings.
It is. That was a cool promotion.
Very cool.
And very American.
Yeah. I mean, we are 250 years old, right?
In technicality, no. But
I knew you were going to say something. I knew you were going to say something.
I feel like for marketing and consumer value needs, and like everyone else is saying it, so I'm just going to say it too.
Yeah.
It's America's 250th birthday, y'all.
There we go, y'all. Yeah, and what's more American than getting together with your community and enjoying all of the freedoms that you have, including going to check out all of these awesome events. Whatever you do, though, stay cool, stay hydrated. We need to, be cognizant of that. It is going to be hot.
Absolutely. Make sure to check out our Club Muddy airing later this day, where Ronnie Quinn will be our guest. She'll give you all the ins and outs of Freedom Fest. If you haven't made plans yet, go down by the river and check out all the local vendors.
Yeah.
I think that's the big highlight of that is local vendors, volunteers.
It's locally driven, locally highlight, like you said, highlighting the vendors, but also it takes so much work to put this together. And a lot of people hear Freedom Fest and maybe associate it with one political environment or the other. It's not. It's for everyone. So don't feel like you are not welcome. This is a great opportunity to get go down by the river, celebrate with your fellow American, just leave your guns at home.
Yeah, and we thank that organization for taking on the Quincy tradition of the fireworks on the river. So, everyone likes the fireworks, right? Besides the doggies.
But I think they'll be okay. So just take precautions with them as well. But happy 4th, everyone. It's going to be an incredible weekend full of lots of events. Just stay safe and stay free. Because if you go to jail, it's going to be a long haul for you in there,
it's
right?
a long one.
Well, I think that does it for today. We'll catch you next time, right?
Bye.